Yo, what's good, y'all? It's D-Crib back with another video, and someone recommended, how do I recover from a big loss? It's gonna be super simple. This video should not take long, but if you listen, this is something that you have to understand, because a lot of people, when they start out trading, they put in as much money as they can thinking that they'll get rich, and they'll enter with their entire account, and what ends up happening is, they lose a bunch of money right off the bat, and they put themselves in this hole, or like a hamster wheel, where they're just consistently chasing a loss, right? But let me give you, you know, a visual, right? So imagine you have like $10,000 in your account, right? You put all $10,000 in a trade and you lose 20%. You lose 2,000. So now you only have 8,000. The next day you come back and you're thinking, oh, all I have to do is make $2,000 back. It's easy, 120, 30, 40% trade, and I'm good, and I'll make more money, right? Well, what will end up happening is, because you took that loss with $10,000, it's going to be a lot harder for you to make $2,000 with 8,000. Now you have less money. And what causes that is you playing way too heavy. You have too much money in your account. You're not comfortable trading with that. Is why I always highly recommend that you start small. It doesn't matter how much money you have. You could be a millionaire. Always start small. For a millionaire, obviously, like a few thousand is okay. But if you're not a millionaire, start with like $100, $200. Play with one contract, one lot, one micro lot, whatever it is, whatever you are comfortable with. It's different for everyone else, right? If you watch my risk management video, or the reality of risk management, you'd understand what I'm talking about, right? But, if you have a big loss, say for example, you do have $10,000 in your account, but you're only trading with $1,000. You're using proper risk management, and you lose $500. The way you handle that is you don't change anything up. Consistency is a lot more than just being green every day. It's taking the same setups, using the same sizing, scaling out at the same time every single time, and stopping out when you're supposed to, because your winners are going to outweigh your losers every single time if you're using the proper strategy. And if you're watching my videos, you shouldn't have any problem, with risk management, risk to reward, and taking the proper setups, because it's all there, right? But what happens when you take a loss? Say you're up 2 days in a row, you're doing everything right, you're making $300, $400 a day, whatever it is, 40, $30, and then you end up, say you lose 500, 600 in one day. The way I see it is, say I'm up $500 for the week, 2 days, Monday, Tuesday I make money, I'm up $600 on Wednesday, and I end up losing $800 on Wednesday. My loser is a lot bigger than my winner. A lot of things can happen, right, when it comes to losing big. Not all the time do you do anything wrong, you can do everything right. But what could happen is, you don't get filled, and the market's just not going with you, and you can't, you're struggling to get filled because price is moving too fast, and it causes you to lose a lot more than you should have, right? Even though you're trying to follow your stop loss. I know it hurts. Never beat yourself up about it, because I'm about to give you this, way to process the loss, and also how to prepare for the rest of the week. So that way you're not sitting there thinking, oh, I just lost a lot of money, and then be scared for tomorrow. Keep doing the same thing you've been doing. Obviously, it comes down to user error, how fast you try to get filled, and how fast you try to close your position. But if I'm up $600 and I lose 800, technically I'm not losing money, right? Because one thing that I do is, every time that I make money for the day, I withdraw that money the same day or the next day if I don't have any more buying power, right? So if I make $1,000 on a $10,000 account, if I still have buying power, I will withdraw that $1,000 and restart with 10,000. So that way I'm not sitting there like, oh, because the more money you make, the bigger your account's gonna get, and you're obviously not ready to trade with that amount. That's how a lot of people end up losing more than they should, because they start adding more to their positions too quickly, right? But say I'm up $2,000, $1,000 Monday and Tuesday, and then Wednesday I lose 3,000, right? I just keep doing the same thing until I'm back in profit. Withdraw every single day. I've already withdrawn $2,000. So if I lose, say for example, 3,000, and now I have $7,000, I'll keep using $1,000 per trade, and then I won't withdraw until I'm back above my margin, which is 10,000, what I use to trade, right? Obviously, you want to use your own capital always. Never do those funded accounts. Those are just straight scams. As much as people make you want to, do it, Yes, you could get payouts, but they make it nearly impossible for you to pass. The only way to pass is if you catch one good trade, you catch the very bottom or top, and you just let it run, and you get one good payout. Use that to fund it, but you're gonna waste a lot more money using funded accounts because you're gonna be paying for them for one and losing every single time versus when you could just put $500 in an account with real money, make 100, 200 bucks, and then use that to buy funded accounts. Isn't that a lot smarter than just wasting your own money when you could be using your own money to make money to fund that? So that's pretty much it. It's not anything too complicated. Whatever your margin is, say you have $5,000, you're making $500 a day, $300 a day, withdraw daily. Make that habit so that way you can make money. We're not trying to grow our accounts. We're trying to use the money we have to make money. So if you keep growing your account, you're going to end up making a dumb decision because you're like, oh, I'm up this much. And you're going to either wipe out all your profits or wipe out your account or take a huge loss and, wipe out half your profits, whatever it is. So just make sure you're withdrawing every single day. So that way, whenever you do see drawdown in your account, you're like, oh, whatever. I'm not really losing money. I'm just not in profit yet. Just keep doing the same thing, keep the consistency up, and that's it. But yeah, that's my response to how to handle big losses or losses in general. And I hope this finds you well. If you have any questions, let me know. Decrypt, I'm out of here.